right, we're back with our show, and it's a very fruitful and interesting conversation with David Noor, the CEO of CRJ Capital Partners, and of course, the CEO of RTN BCF. So, kanina talagang I said I'm very excited with this project na sana to'y magtuloy-tuloy at mag-push through. And before we move on further with the discussion, ipakikilala natin yan. May makakasama naman po tayo na part of their team. But before that, David, welcome back. Ray, would you mind to introduce yung makakasama natin na part ng CRJ Philippines?
Oh, thank you very much. I'm more than glad to introduce, besides me, is IMELDA CHUA.
Magandang umaga po sa inyong lahat. And I am the Senior Associate of CRJ Capital. I've been working with David for 17 years now. We are collating project for over 17 years, and it is an honor to be a part of CRJ Philippines. And this company, we operate more on compassion. Profit is just a secondary. And I'm so happy and proud with David because even he is an Australian citizen, he have that compassion over the Philippines and to the Filipino people. And you don't have to be a politician to have this compassion. You can serve the country. And with this project, I am looking so forward to serve the Filipino people, to increase the level of their living, to create more opportunities and manpower, and to create work for Filipinos, because we have so many skilled Filipinos. We have so many natural resources. We are so rich with natural resources. So in whatever way we can, we are trying to utilize for the use of the Filipino people.
All right. I'll get back to you, ma'am. Sir, pakilala naman natin din si ma'am.
Thank you. And I'd like to introduce Miss EVELINA Alvarado, a associate of CRJ Capital Philippines.
Okay, ma'am. Please say hi. Yeah, it's good. It's good. Yeah.
Okay. Sabi nga niya, magandang umaga po sa inyong lahat. Hindi pa po kami nagtatagal nagsasama ni RTN. But then, kaya lang po ako sumasama dahil gusto ko po ang kanyang ginagawa at balak gawin. Ang isa po sa gusto kong matulungan siya is education. Because sa akin, hindi ho ako pwedeng mag-health kasi hindi ho ako nurse, hindi ho ako ano. But then sa education, I think we can go very far. And we're not only looking at the people now, we're looking at the people in the future. And those are our kids. So that's as far as I got.
Okay, ma'am. Bago tayo bumalik kay Ma'am Imelda, sa iyo na muna po. So, sir, since you are part of the team of CRJ Capital Partners Philippines, syempre, and bawat team po, no? David, in everything, there's a specific role for you to do or dapat na gampanan. Kayo po, ma'am, ano yung major participation nyo or ano yung major designation nyo dito sa team, being the associate or part of the team?
Whatever they can assign as na I can carry out. Because ayoko namang pasukin yung hindi ko naman kaya. And I think as far as consultancy is concerned, I've been in consultancy since 1998. And I have my own company to go with RTN.
So basically, it's a collaborative effort of the group. Ma'am, how about you po?
Ganun din po, whatever is the aim of the company, we will support. And whatever in terms of funding, capitalization, and whatever can be of help. So we will do, and we will do our best.
All right. So I'll get the question to Ray. Do we have a plan this question is to both of you there, David and Ray. Do we have a plan to partner with other local agencies or other local companies? Besides being the partner of partnership of these two, the RTNBCF and the CRJ partners.
Thank you for that. We came from different companies, but we joined all together for one company only, CRJ Capital Philippines.
Mhm. David,
May I answer?
yeah, go ahead,
your
please.
previous question? I think the question is valid. I think it's very, very important. What we need to do is to create a list and a panel of approved companies that we will deal with, and approved entities, not just companies, approved entities that we will deal with in the Philippines. We will communicate, we will liaise with. So when we are building that bridge, the asset financial bridge that will bring in active investment, right? We have already identified the contractors and subcontractors, professionals, semi-professionals, that that will come on board with us. It's very, very important. We cannot go and commence the securitization or the asset component of the ventures or projects or whatever without having that in place. Because if we do, then it takes a longer period of time to implement projects. And we want to minimize the implementation time or the time that is required. So all that preliminary work, all that preamble would need to be in place, right? Or run concurrently with the securitization, with the monetization, and then the application of the implementation of the projects.
What are you, David? What are your expectation, partner, or grouping with this hardworking team?
The team, as you see it, they've got extensive experience on the ground. They know the terrain, so to speak, for a better term. They know how to deal with the local institutions, local companies, and the requirements. That plays a huge part in the implementation of any project. So we'll be relying on them to do all that. The local work will be done by them. The foreign work will be done by myself and my team as well overseas.
By partnering with the local team, are you still open partnering with because this team already, as we said, they are already expert in their on the field, especially with this type of project. But are you open with partnering or getting help with the new individuals, new entity?
Of course. Every entity that has the same vision, they're welcome to come on board. We're not precluding, or we're not going to stop any entity that shares the same passion to come on board with us, to complete projects, to realize the vision, to realize what we're about. So they're all welcome. But again, they have to be the right entities. We're not just accepting, and we're not accepting people that are in it for themselves.
Yes, definitely. We're just going to have individuals or entity that is going to be useful and with the heart for this project. Ma'am Imelda, question for you is like, ano po yung sa tingin yung magiging malaking output or the biggest output and outcome once this project will push through na definitely ang beneficiary are not only our the country but definitely the Filipino people?
Ang pinakamaganda po dito, we create more employment. Kasi we need more manpower. But of course, with the skilled worker. And another thing is, Pilipino tayo eh. So alam natin kung ano talaga yung problema sa Pilipinas. So with that, we will know, we can pinpoint which one. So as of this time, ang nakikita ko kasi na kailangan natin pagtuunan ng pansin, unang-una yung health.
Yes, definitely. I agree with you.
Then education. And of course, we are part of the rising economy. So we with the president, that is not much of a problem right now because they have a very good projects, okay, to uplift the economy. So far, yun lang yung gusto namin talaga na pagtuunan ng pansin and the education. Talagang mas importante yung edukasyon sa mga tao kasi sila yung mga susunod na generation eh. Kami ngayon dito, we're just establishing. So ang mga kikinabang dito is the next generation.
Ma'am, I'll go back with her. Na-mention niyo po kanina kasi, segue doon, kasi education. Then na-mention niyo rin yung importance ng education. Ano yung sa tingin niyo malaking magiging impact nitong project na to in terms of education?
Training for yung mga nakatapos o kahit hindi pa nakatapos, kailangan matutunan na nila ano ang nangyayari sa industry. It's not a question of learning it after. Part of that curriculum that we have in mind is that there is really at least a year of training in the industry. It's not just in the classroom reading books. It's more important for them to learn what's happening in the industry itself.
For them to really understand
And
in the real world,
yeah,
the
and
outside world rather.
find out how they can help in the future. The world does not stop where we are. It is moving forward and everybody should move with it.
Yes. Because Ma'am Imelda mentioned, and also even Ray and David also mentioned, like, the importance is the health, the education, and David mentioned, of course, the peace and order. So in short, if we have the healthy environment, educated environment, and a peace environment, in short, and happy and a safe place to live in. Ma'am, I asked David a while ago the expectation from him with the team. Kayo naman po ang expectation nyo with our foreign investor, and ano yung masasabi natin na talagang for us may bibigay natin with the team?
Minention kasi kanina pa yung technology. And I think we're not moving backward. We have to move forward with the technology. But it is more understanding it and doing it rather than just listening to it. And, well, a lot of people naman are going into that, learning how the technology is going to improve our economy, how it's going to improve our lives together. And so that's why I said I would like what you're doing, and I would really support it anytime you need some help from the Philippines.
All right, thank you. Ray, before we move to the last part of the segment, what can you see right now as we speak? What can you see right now with the teaming up and with the your friendship with David, with the expertise of your team? What can you see the path that we're going to enable for this project to be successful?
First and foremost, we need to abide and follow what the leader in our good friend David NOUR. All of his instructions need to be addressed properly by the team. We cannot go beyond or we cannot go less, but also at the same time we have our own creativity how to tackle directly all the hassles and challenges on the grounds. And for this we can now make a recommendation and suggestions before any actual implementation for the approval of David NOUR. We're not going to do anything that be in the book, and with the proper guidance of David NOUR and with the team's talents, I strongly believe there is a good chance that we can able to succeed for this immediate impact that our good president is asking for.
Sorry, the current situation or the current situation of our economy and our current administration, ano po yung nakikita mong malaking pagtutulungan ng bawat isa for this project to be able to succeed?
When we are reading the NEDA's report about the hundreds of projects that in the pipeline under the PPP, we've seen how the impact in the economy, in the entire Philippine economy. So from there, we're going to pick up what's the best for matching from the side of the CRJ Capital Australia. So we can able to transmit that in our end group here to do our assignments, and then from there we're going to pick up what will be next. And initially we identified several things from infrastructure, renewable energy, transportation, agri-food is so important. and if you could see also, one of the first five that presidents give contract includes the health and education.
Oh, well. David, the current situation, same question, the current situation of the economy and our current administration. Um, can you picture out the outcome of this project, the collaboration of the administration, the foreign investor, and the team that we have right now?
Okay. Firstly, I believe the current administration is going on the right path of fixing the economy, and I'll use the word fixing very, very carefully. But there is one thing, or there is another component or another element that has to be taken into account, and that is the geopolitical and geoeconomical position. That's not just going to affect the Philippines, that's going to affect a lot of countries. So one has to create mechanisms. Not, you cannot alleviate the damage or the pain that's forthcoming, but you can minimize it to the point whereby you utilize various elements to minimize the impact, the fiscal tsunami that we're just about to be hit with globally, not just the Philippines, and that's what has to be understood. We're already seeing the tsunami building up, okay, but we haven't seen the real impact yet. So you need to create the various components to put a stop to. You can't put a stop to everything, but you can minimize the impact, and that is what we can do. That's what we can do.
Well, all right. I'm really, really looking forward, and hopefully, we can have you back on our show once this project already on the already rolling. For our closing message, ma'am, closing message to our countrymen about this project and what are you really looking forward.
I've been a member of Rotary for a long, long time. And the things that I'm saying is part of what we are looking at. And also in my consultancy work, I have seen a lot of things where I think, should be of help. And that is where I am going with RTN and our David Noor. And I look forward to all of it and to be part of it. And even my own kids in Australia, I would like them to be part of this as well.
Ma'am?
It's like this, everything that we have on earth is ordained by the Lord. So this is part of what we are doing right now is part of the plan. Okay, we are just starting, but we know that we will be a blessing to many. Okay, because we are operating, as I've said before, that profit is just a secondary. So we are here to serve. We are here to complement what our president is doing right now. And we are so looking forward that we will collaborate with the president in the coming days to come. And we just want to be a blessing. And that is our main agenda. And I hope this is not the only way, but time will come, we will develop, we will develop different projects. And because we are working with Mr. Noor, so after the help will come across the country, across the world,
Wow.
not only in the Philippines, but in the long run, we will help the humanity, not just the Filipino people. And we are here to stay, and not just for a year or two, but we are here to stay and to serve.
And that's good to hear. As David said a while ago, this is a long-term plan. It's not an overnight plan. It's a long-term plan for everyone to be benefit. And that's a nice word to say, ma'am. We are blessing to others. Thank you for.
We are also happy to work with Mr. Nolasco. here.
All right.
Because with him and with CRJ Philippines and with Miss Evelyn here, we know that we will never go wrong.
You're
and
in the
with
good
the help
hands.
of the Lord.
All right, definitely, definitely. I always put God in the center of what we are doing.
Yes. Thank you so much.
Thank you, ma'am. Sheree, closing message.
Thank you again, and for the Filipino people, we are here to stay. Huwag po kayong mag-alala sa haba po ng ating naging pagsubok sa panahon ng lockdown, ng COVID-19. Marami po talagang naapektuhan ng mga negosyante, lalo na po doon sa part ng mga micro and small medium enterprise. Sila po talaga yung merong pinakamalaking pangangailangan sa pang-araw na kabuhayan, at higit po sa lahat, hindi po sila agad na bibigyan ng support para makontinue ang kanilang nalaman, ang kanilang kakayahan, at ang kanilang industriya at ang kanilang mismong pangkabuhayan. So, ito po ay magiging maganda sa CRJ Capital Philippines na magkaroon sila ng benepisyo dahil po yung mga projects na naka-pipeline para po sa CRJ ay sila ang magkaroon ng secondary effect. Kasi po ang objective po natin ay magkaroon ng isang malaking project na maraming makikinabang sa mismong industriya, sa mismong community, at yun po ang sinusundan namin sa pangunguna ng ginagawa ng ating mahal na Presidente, Bongbong Marcos. So wala po kaming binago, wala iniba, sinundan lang po namin ang kanyang sinimulan. At sa punto pong ito, nakita po namin na ang CRJ ay kaya niyang gampanan yung pong ginagawa ni Presidente na lumalabas pa ng bansa para maghanap ng investors. Ngayon po, tinatawag natin ang mga invest para pumasok po sa Pilipinas. So, sa ganung punto po, ako yung nagkapasalamat kay Mr. David Nour, kay Ma'am Imelda, and alam niyo po ba, ang grupo po namin ay may tinatawag kaming 1%. 1% po na ito po yung the best of the best, and doon po nakasama si Ma'am Evelina. At iba po namin pong kasamahan, and available po ngayon, ay available po naman sa kanilang mga trabaho po na amin po kakailanganin. Para po sa CRJ Philippines, sa buong sambayan ng ating kapwa Pilipino po. At maraming salamat po. And God bless us all.
Thank you so much. We're really looking forward to that. David.
Well, I'm honored to be part of this, and from my perspective and my team and all the associate partners and all the resources that we have under CRJ Capital Partners, all that will be deployed to make sure that Philippines is successful, or our Filipino ventures are successful, and benefit not just this generation, but generations to come.
Thank you, everyone, for being here today. It's an honor. Sa karangalan po sa akin ang maging bahagi nito. And I'd like to leave this word to our viewers. And I like to use some of the word of our heroes. Kung hindi po tayo ang kikilos, sino? Kung hindi ngayon, kailan? In every obstacles, in every hurdles, we can fight. Kaya po nating labanan yan, ano man yung dumating pagsubok, kaya natin yan dahil Pilipino tayo. Thank you everyone. And sabi nga, there's always a saying like this, no? One stick of a broom cannot sweep the floor. But if you're going to put it together, we can do a lot of things. Of course, we have to put God first in whatever we do for the Filipino people. Thank you, David, for having a Filipino heart for the love of our country. And again, thank you so much, everyone. I hope and I congratulate you this project to be successful. Thank you so much, everyone. Have a good day. This is your host, Edmond Santiago.